Welcome to Think Different TV presents Play or Pass, the game show where you take a chance on yourself or your competitor with the ultimate goal to come out on top and win the grand prize. And here's your host, Bubbles.
Welcome everyone to another exciting game of Think Different TV's Play or Pass. All right, we have two amazing contestants ready to compete. So let's meet them, shall we? Player one, returning from season one, making it all the way to the Tournament of Champions. We welcome back Slim Jim.
Hey, peace up, 8 down, baby.
Hey. 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 Player two, also returning from season one for his revenge. Welcome back, Molly.
What up? And I'm back.
Hey.
It's Molly Mom.
Guys, you may notice this seems familiar. Well, these two went head to head in season one, episode 8. So let's take a look back at their last show, Jen.
The king of pop.
The king of pop. Absolutely.
Figure skating.
Figure skating is the answer, and now Molly Mall has control of the board.
What is the Nile River?
The Nile River, absolutely.
So,
Right now, the score is Slim Jim 100 points, Molly Mall 1,000 points. Sodium is the answer, and Molly Mall once again has control of the board.
He plays Frodo.
Frodo is the answer.
Who is the legendary Johnny Cash?
Johnny Cash is the answer. Okay, Slim Jim, I need your answer.
I'm going to go with St. Elsewhere. That's the only one I can think of right now. And I think I'm wrong.
St. Elsewhere, are you locking that in?
I'm locking that in. That's the only one I can think of right now. I think I'm wrong.
You are correct. It is St. Elsewhere. That is the 70s drama we were looking for. Oh my God. What a comeback. This was an amazing round. Y'all both fought very well and y'all were very strategic. However, Slim Jim has taken the lead and has been victorious in this episode of Think Different TV's Play or Pass. Slim Jim, Molly, it's great to have you both back.
Most definitely.
definitely.
Thanks for having us, Bubbles. No carnage.
Slim Jim, are you ready to pop?
We ready to pop, baby. I'm ready to
Molly,
pop.
are you ready to pop?
I'm so ready to pop. Let's go.
All right, let's go indeed. We're going to jump into our first toss-up question of the game, worth 100 points, and also to see who gains control of the board. All right, the category for this first toss-up question of the game, worth 100 points, is cereal mascots. All right, so keep that in mind. All right, without further ado, here we go. You guys ready?
Let's get it.
All right. This cereal features a leprechaun mascot named Lucky. Slim Jim.
That would be me Lucky Charms. Hey.
Lucky Charms is the answer. And Slim Jim is on the board with 100 points. All right. In this first round, we have questions worth 100, 200, 300, 400, and 500 points.
Woo.
All right, Slim Jim, you have control of the board. Where are we going first?
You know what? Let's start off strong. Let's see what 500 talking about. Let's see what
Ooh.
All right, 500-point question. The category for this question is famous animated cats. So, based on your knowledge of famous animated cats, would you like to play the question or pass the question to Sir Molly?
I will play it.
All right, he's going to play. Molly, keep your ears open. You may have a chance to steal. Once again, this category is famous animated cats. Here is your question. In the Aristocats, this is the name of the mother cat.
It would be one of the one cat cartoons I never watched. I never looked at the Aristocats. So I'm not even, I'm gonna guess what Fiona. I don't know.
I am sorry, that is incorrect. Molly, you do have a chance to steal. Do you know the name of the mother cat on Aristocats?
I did until he said that. Now I don't know.
Oh, no. So you have no answer for us, sir.
I don't. I don't.
All right. The answer we were looking for, guys, was Duchess.
Dutch. I
is
knew
the
that.
name of the cat. The
Should have
mother
known it
the
was
cat.
blunt,
something
right.
fancy, because, you know, they are aristocratic cats, so should have known it was something fancy.
Something you roll up. Yeah. Should've known that.
No,
Not a Dutchie.
not Dutch.
Dutchie.
I thought that's what it's
Dutch-
same,
like,
right?
No, not the same. Anyway, moving on, sir. Slim Jim, you still have control of the board. We have 4 questions left worth 100, 200, 300, and 400 points. Where would you like to go next?
Well, we're gonna go back down to 100. See what 100.
Roll it back. Make these questions great again.
All right. We have a 100-point question, and the category, Slim Jim, is we're playing basketball. So this deals with basketball terminology. Based on your knowledge of basketball terminology, would you like to play the question or pass the question to Sir Molly?
You know, I'm gonna go ahead and play. I'm basketball is my second favorite sport, but I'm confident in my terminology. At least I believe I am, unless they made up something new since the last time I watched. So we're gonna play it.
I'm gonna just tell you now. The answer is touchdown, bro. Just say touchdown.
All right.
Just say touchdown.
Do not listen to your opponent. Again, the category is we're playing basketball. Here is the question. All right, here we go. This is what it is called when a player dribbles the ball, stops, and starts dribbling again.
Oh well, we definitely gonna be on point on that one. You know what I'm saying? That was one of our favorite games we played back on Nintendo outside of basketball. Double dribble is my answer.
Double dribble is the answer. All right, Slim Jim. Okay, keep it going. We have a 200, 300, and 400-point question left. Where are we going next?
Let's go on back on up to the 2. Let's go to 2.
All right. The category for this 200-point question is Here Comes the Judge. Here comes the judge. So we're going to be talking about TV judges, okay? So based on your knowledge of TV judges, would you like to play the question or pass the question to Sir Molly?
I'm going to go ahead and play it because one thing for certain, we had an influx of judges in my lifetime on TV from Watner to, I don't even know who judges now because I ain't watched judge shows in about a decade. But we gonna play it. We gonna play it.
Slim, that's not fair. You done been in front of too many judges. You know how this goes. I don't even know why. This ain't even a fair question for him. But all right.
Yeah, true that. Sex symbol contest.
The category, once again, Slim Jim, is Here comes the judge, and here comes your question. He hails from Washington, D.C., and was the first African-American judge to have a court show.
Well, there's only one guy who I could think that would be. That got to be Judge Greg Mathis.
I am sorry, that is incorrect. Molly, you have a chance to still. Do you know that judge that hails from Washington, D.C. and was the first African-American judge to have a court show?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with because Kanye said it best. Don't judge him, Joe Brown.
Joe Brown is the answer.
On the board, baby.
All right, he's on the board, definitely. And he has control of the board. Sir Molly, you have a 300 and 400 point question left. Where are we going next?
Let's go chronologically with 300.
All right, 300 point question. The category for this question is NBA players. So based on your knowledge of NBA players, would you like to play the question or pass the question to Slim Jim?
I'm not giving Slim no more chances, so I'm going to go ahead and play that.
All right, he's going to play. Slim Jim. Keep your ears open. You may have a chance to steal. Once again, the category is NBA players. Here's your question. This player is known as the Greek Freak and plays for the Milwaukee Bucks.
I see his face. I can't think of his freaking name. Is it Reggie Miller?
I am sorry, that is incorrect. Slim Jim, you have a chance to steal. Do you know this player known as the Greek Freak, and he plays for the Milwaukee Bucks?
I definitely do, but I do not know that man's last name. I don't know how to pronounce his last name, but I know it begins with an A. His first name is Giannis. The last name begins with an A. I'm a Tomalopoulos. It's a long A name, but Giannis is his first name, and his last name began with an A. That's all I got.
Greg Mathis.
I'm going to accept that answer. It's not Giannis, it's Giannis. Giannis Antetokounmpo.
See, I always call him
Zamunda. Did you just say?
Okay. Yeah, I practiced it a little bit. I'm not fluent in it, but I think it's Antetokounmpo. All right, but his first name
straight out of Wakanda. Okay.
Right. But Slim Jim, you got that one. It is worth 300 points. And you got control of the board, so I will be giving you the category of the final question of this round, which is science. So based on your knowledge of science, would you like to play the question or pass the question to Sir Molly?
I'm definitely not a man of science. But I'm gonna try my luck. I'm gonna try my lucky charms on this one. We're gonna play.
I love that reference to the opening question. All right. Science is the category. Molly, keep your ears open. You may have a chance to steal. Okay. Here is the question. This particle carries a negative electric charge.
Oh, let's see. You got the positrons, you got the electrons, and you got the neutron. What is neutron?
I am sorry, that is incorrect. Sir Molly, you have a chance to steal. Do you know the name of the particle that carries a negative electric charge?
That would be an electron.
Electron is the answer.
It is electron. Dang it. And I said electron. The positron, obviously that's positive.
Yeah, the particle accelerator is what gets you the electrons to pop up and pop out and show niggas,
I know.
It's been too long since I've been in school, y'all, so y'all gonna have to forgive me. I ain't been in school since the 20th century.
I mean, when you get that order from Judge Mathis not to be around kids,
Yes.
You are definitely two characters putting on a show right now, and you are playing a great game because so far the score is really, really close. Molly is currently in the lead with 600 points.
Meow.
Slim Jim has 500 points. But in the second round, we all know that the points are what, guys?
Double.
Double indeed. So we will be back with the second round after this commercial break.
Let's go.
Go drink water and mind my business. Drink water and mind my business. I go drink water and mind my business. Drink water and mind my business.
But the secret is you got to coordinate. Most people don't coordinate, so you got to coordinate.
Say hello to America's new favorite game show, Think Different TV's Play or Pass. Get ready to experience trivia like never before. It's not just about what you know, it's about how you play the game. Join our charismatic host Bubbles every Tuesday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for the most exhilarating trivia battles on television. As we wrap up our incredible first season, we're gearing up for an even more exciting season 2 in 2025. We're looking for sharp minds and strategic thinkers to join us for one-on-one duels, thrilling team battles, and high-energy tournaments for high school and college students. Think you've got what it takes to outsmart the competition? Prove it! Become a contestant by calling 267-225-1824 or emailing lashiastar2@gmail.com. Enjoying the show? Big fan of trivia game shows? Would you like to be a contestant on TDTV'S Pop? We'd love to have you. Contact us at 267-225-1824 or email lashiastar2@gmail.com.
And we are back. We are back here with a second showdown between Slim Jim Longfoot and Molly Mall. So far, as the score stands, we have Slim Jim at 500 and Molly in the lead with 600 points. All right. Revenge is even sweeter when it is completed, right? So listen, guys. We are going into our second round with the second toss-up question of the game, worth 200 points. This is also to see who gains control of the board in the second round. All right. You guys ready?
Yeah, let's go.
All right. The category of this second toss-up question worth 200 points is Women of the WWE. So keep that in mind as I ask this question. She was the first WWE champion. Oh man, that was kind of close. But I'm not sure if Slim Jim is raising his hand or... All right, Slim Jim.
Let me get my brain popping on this one. I want to say one in particular, but I believe it was the late great Chyna.
It was the late great Chyna. Absolutely, indeed.
That's whack.
All right. Slim Jim, you have control of the board. Like we said, the points are doubled in the second round from the first. So we have questions worth 200, 400, 600, 800, and 1,000 points. All right, still anybody's game. Slim Jim, where are we going first?
We're going to work our way on up. Let's start off with the 2.
All right, 200-point question. And the category for this question is snack attack. So, based on your knowledge of snacks, Slim Jim, named after snack. Bubbles is a snack herself. Slim Jim.
Bubble yum. Bubble
Based
yum.
on your knowledge
Bubble,
of
bubble,
snacks,
yummy, yum.
would you like to play the question or pass the question to Sir Molly?
Yeah, I do consider myself a former connoisseur of snacks, so I'm gonna go ahead and play it. Let's see what's
Always
popping,
taking
Bubbles.
All right, Molly, he's going to play. Keep your ears open. You may have a chance to steal. Once again, the category is snack attack. Here's the question. This snack has the slogan, "Bet you can't eat just one."
Bet you can't eat just one. You know what I'm saying? They always like to be popping them in their mouth, and they be like, bet you can't eat just one. So, we gonna go with the Pringles.
I am sorry, that is incorrect.
Wrong.
Molly, you have a chance to steal. Do you know the snack that has the slogan, "Bet you can't eat just one"?
Well, that would be Lay's chips. Thank you.
Lay's potato chips is the answer.
How did I not get that?
That was
Lay's is my
definitely
favorite chip.
stolen from Slim
Pringles,
Jim.
once you pop, you can't stop it. Pringles.
See, I just thought of my seat. My brain was mush.
We know who the snack master is here, Slim Jim.
Step into a Slim Jim.
Not
Sir
today.
Molly, you have control of the board. We have a 400, 600, 800, and 1,000 point question left. Where are we going next?
We're going to keep it going. Let's go 400.
All right. The category for this question is movie quotes. So based on your knowledge of movie quotes, would you like to play the question or pass the question to Slim Jim?
I'm going to do my impression of Slim Jim with one hand. I find myself to be a connoisseur of movies and the things that they say in them. And so I'm going to play this, Bubbles.
That didn't work too well for Slim Jim that last time around. But if you want to do that, that's great. All right.
Don't make me second guess myself.
Let's just hope that you know the answer. All right. Slim Jim, Molly is going to play. So keep your ears open. You may have a chance to steal. Once again, the category is movie quotes. Here is your quote. "Here's looking at you, kid." 1942.
That would be Emmett's old movie, black and white. What is his blasted name? Do I have to name the movie or the character?
The movie.
Casablanca.
Let's check the judges. It is Casablanca. You are absolutely correct, Molly, and you still maintain control of the board. We have a 600, 800, and 1,000 point question left. Where are we going next?
We're going to go 600.
All right, 600 point question.
Shout out to Bogey.
There you go.
Category for this question is NFL players.
Okay.
So based on your knowledge of NFL players, would you like to play the question or pass the question to Slim Jim?
As a former football player myself, I'm going to go ahead and play this one. Thank you. Yeah.
All right. Slim Jim, he's going to play. Keep your ears open. You may have a chance to steal. Once again, the category is NFL players. Here is your question.
Flag on the play.
This quarterback is no stranger to interceptions. He holds the NFL record for the most thrown in career history, and he has also intercepted millions of welfare funds in Mississippi.
The hell? That is not related to football at all. The most interceptions. Doug Flutie.
I am sorry, that is incorrect. Slim Jim, you have a chance to steal. Do you know the name of this quarterback?
Now, see, this is the trivia that I don't know that well because I don't keep up with the bad stuff unless we talk about the Bills' 4 straight Super Bowl losses. But man,
Go Birds.
right. But man, let's see. The only giveaway I can think is that he donated millions to Mississippi, and it's 2 names that stick out on my tongue. It's 2 names that stick out on my tongue. I'm gonna be mad.
Not donated. I just want to just refresh you. I didn't say donated millions to Mississippi. I said intercepted millions.
Oh wait, he intercepted. Oh, with that being said, then I know who it is now. Now that I just thought about it. Who? It's got to be him. Who is Brett Favre?
Brett Favre is the answer. It is the answer.
Yeah, because he showed did.
We did not forget Brett Favre. We did not forget. All right. And now, Slim Jim, you have control of the board. We have an 801,000 point question left. Where are we going next?
Okay, let's go ahead. You say the 600 is next. Let's go
801,000.
Let's get that 8. Let's get that 8.
All right, 8,000.
I'll take it.
800 point question. The category for this question is chemistry. So based on your knowledge of chemistry, would you like to play the question or pass the question to Sir Molly?
You know what? It's the first time for everything, and this is my 4th appearance on this most amazing show. And so I'm going to be Longfoot and going to kindly pass this thing on to Molly.
Oh, man. Molly, Slim Jim has passed the question to you. In this round, you do have a pass back. You can sure enough pass it right on back to Slim Jim, or you can take a chance at answering the question, possibly getting it correct and getting double the points. However, if you answer incorrectly, Slim Jim will receive double the points. All right. So what would you like to do?
Oh hell no. We gonna give him his choice. We gonna pass that right back.
All right.
No. Hell
he
no.
is passing it back to you, Slim Jim.
To the no.
Jim, in this round, you have a pass back. So you can very well use that pass back to pass it on back to Molly, or you can keep it and take a chance at answering the question. What would you like to do?
Well, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do the same thing I just did. Pass the Dutchie.
Oh, man, he done passed it right on back to you, Molly. And guess what? There is no pass back left in this game. Neither one of you have a pass back. This is a 800 point question. And Slim Jim and Molly, just to remind you, there's been a little bit of back and forth, but Molly is still saying, if you get this question incorrect, Slim Jim will receive double the points. All right. However, Slim Jim, if Molly gets this correct, he will receive double the points. All right. So here is the question. Once again, the category is chemistry. Here we go. This is the name of the process used to separate a mixture into its individual components using their boiling points. Once again, this is the name of the process used to separate a mixture into its individual components using their boiling points.
That's when they use like the beakers and the tubes, and the answer is Judge Mathis.
I'm sorry, that is incorrect.
I knew that. machine.
Awkward silence.
A lot of
Anyway, the answer we were looking for was distillation.
Yeah, I wouldn't have got that at all.
Yeah, at all. None.
At all.
I know what a distiller is, but I didn't think of that as the answer, so I'm not even going to fraud.
And anyone who drinks vodka knows that sometimes it's 3 times distilled, and who knew that that was the process? All right. So with that, Slim Jim, you got double the points, 1,600, and you maintain control of the board. So I will give you the category of the last and final question of this game, and that is hockey players.
Oh, shit.
So based on your knowledge of hockey players, would you like to play the question or pass the question to Sir Molly?
All right. Now, one time I did get a hockey question right on here, and I did not know the answer, and I guessed it and got it right. So that was amazing. But you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and get it to Molly Mall. He deserved
I
it.
knew he was gonna do that. I knew he was gonna do that. I knew you was gonna pull this fast one. You know that? I just want you to know that. Just want you to know how you is today. Go ahead and bring me the question.
Listen,
I get double if I get this right?
The opinions of her contestants. Just know that Slim Jim, you are okay in my book. All right, Molly.
He meant to say that I am the, not ain't the.
I know what I said. But Bubbles, you stop that. You know what you did. I try to hear that, Bubbles.
Sir Molly, He has passed you the question. You have no passbacks. Here is your question. The category, once again, is hockey players. Worth 1,000 points. Here we go.
Okay. I believe in you.
He is the current NHL leader in career assists and played center for the Toronto Maple Leafs.
So I only got one answer because I don't know any other hockey player other than Wayne Gretzky. That's my answer.
I'm sorry, that is incorrect.
Yeah.
The answer is Joe Thornton. Joe Thornton.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna get that.
I ain't never heard of him before.
Slim Jim, you wrong for that.
Y'all
wrong for that.
A heck of a
Nah, don't get off me.
We're gonna forever.
No, get off me.
I'm sorry.
No, you're not.
Listen.
This is my revenge tour. It's ruined.
It's like the Super Bowl. The Chiefs gonna win. Y'all know this.
Wait a minute. Did you just say the Chief was gonna win?
It's already written.
Oh,
it's bird game.
This is
all we got to do is beat the refs. Once we beat the refs, the Chiefs ain't shiggity. Okay, we in Louisiana.
But I gotta live in reality though.
You gonna be eating crow and eagle.
I eating enough.
Man, I wish I could get Saquon to do the dirty bird next touchdown he scored.
Please do. We need some hope. Maybe it'll come here next year.
You ain't getting nothing. You get to watch us play. Score! Or whatever Eagles sound like.
Well, with you getting that incorrect, Molly, he got double the points on that last question. And like I said, this has been a great game. You both fought very hard. But after 2 rounds of play, the person who will be going to the final round in this episode of Think Different TV's Player Pass.
It ain't me.
Slim Jim with 49.
What is that? Yo, there's a typo in the score. How the hell he got 5,000 points?
Because he got double the points on 2 of the questions that were high point questions. Yeah. I know.
I got 5 on it.
Can I curse on the show?
You already cursed multiple times. I think you've reached the limit.
That's because I it's easy to ask for forgiveness than permission, but I got some very things that Jesus and them gonna have me talk about later because I don't believe this.
Well,
Last one, you gonna just sit there and rock back and forth, Slim Jim, like you just had a whole tough time. Like you over there about to sing an old Negro nursery.
Oh man, I forgot about Joe Brown, man. Shout out to Joe Brown. Shout out to Tasha Brown.
Well, it's Tasha Smith. You keep messing up her name, Tasha Smith.
Tasha Smith, see?
Tasha Smith, Joe Thornton, distillation.
Sorry, Joe.
He didn't even answer that, John. He got 4,000 points for that. Distilling.
Hey, I said I wasn't a man of science.
Well, he stole one thing, and that was the game. And Molly, I'm sorry, but you are not victorious in this episode of Think Different TV's Player Pass. Do you have any final words for the people?
Snap into Slim Jim.
Eat me.
And with that, I must pop your bubble. Bye. Slim Jim, you are victorious in this episode of Think Different TV's Player Pass. How you feeling?
Yo, I'm feeling good, feeling great. You know what I'm saying? I had to go and do my studying off, after I got beat in the champion round. You know what I'm saying? I had to daggone binge watch Friends and learn all the NHL players. Psych, I ain't did none of that. But anyway, I appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? We out here, baby. We out here. And for the fact that I ended up going against my first opponent, it was like, here was my redemption to destroy him because I came back in that first one. But this time, I had to go in. I had to go in. I'm sorry.
Well, Slim Jim, you know the rodeo. You are victorious with 4,900 points, but we do have our final round. Now, as it stands right now, you have $25 in the kitty. You can very well pass on the final round, taking that $25 home. Or you could play warm, risk 10 of your winnings to get the category of the question and see if you still want to take a chance. If you play the question and you get it correct, you could win up to $40. If you get it incorrect, you will be taking home nothing. And then we also have playing cold, where you risk all of your winnings to go all in. No hint. You just get the question. If you get it correct, you win $50, which is the grand prize. If you get it incorrect, you take home a goose egg, but bragging rights, because you did beat Molly Mall. Now, I'm going to give you a chance to ponder over that decision while we take this commercial break.
Go drink water and mind my business. Drink water and mind my business. I go drink water and mind my business. Drink water and mind my business.
But the secret is you got to coordinate. Most people don't coordinate. So you got to coordinate.
Say hello to America's new favorite game show, Think Different TV's Play or Pass. Get ready to experience trivia like never before. It's not just about what you know, it's about how you play the game. Join our charismatic host Bubbles every Tuesday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for the most exhilarating trivia battles on television. As we wrap up our incredible first season, we're gearing up for an even more exciting season 2 in 2025. We're looking for sharp minds and strategic thinkers to join us for one-on-one duels, thrilling team battles, and high-energy tournaments for high school and college students. Think you've got what it takes to outsmart the competition? Prove it! Become a contestant by calling 267-225-1824 or emailing lashiastar2@gmail.com. Enjoying the show? Big fan of trivia game shows? Would you like to be a contestant on TDTV'S Pop? We'd love to have you. Contact us at 267-225-1824 or email lashiastar2@gmail.com.
We are back. We are back here with Slim Jim Longfoot, who was victorious in this episode of Think Different TV's Player Pass with 4,900 points. All right, before we went to the commercial break, which I want to just shout out Euphoria Water. Euphoria Water is our sponsor. They had the cleanest, healthiest water in Philadelphia. All right, we went to our commercial break, so Slim Jim could ponder over his decision. He could take that $25 that's already in the kitty home, passing up on the final round question. Or he can play warm, risking $10 of his earnings to get the category of the question and possibly winning up to $40, or risking all of his money, going all in, playing cold, and possibly winning the grand prize of $50. I know, Slim Jim, this is a tough decision to make for some. What is your final decision after it's all said and done?
Well, you know what? Last time I was here, I didn't make it to this point. But this go round, your boy about to do like Kunta and run, or more like Forrest and run. I'm down. We running.
So, just to be clear, we are passing on the final round question.
We are passing.
And you know what? I don't blame you one bit, Slim Jim. It has been a pleasure having you back on the show. What a way to start off this season. I am so happy that
I'll be back.
We're able to go head to head once again. We might see a repeat. Never know. All right, Slim Jim, do you have any final words for the people? You are victorious in this episode. You're taking home $25. What say you?
Well, I say that this has been the most awesome experience. Shout out to Molly Mall, you know what I'm saying? You know, awesome opponent, you know what I'm saying? He make it do what it do and does what it does. The kids love him. So we're going to keep it making it do what it do and does what it does. And y'all feel free to check out my book right here, Jelly Bean Dream. It's out right now. Jelly Bean Dream, part of UGI Studios, co-founded down here in the ATL. You know, check us out. You know what I'm saying? Hey, we got books, we got all that. And I'm on YouTube every day, y'all. So if you want to come through and, you know, get some positive energy in your life, let's go get it, all right?
I know that's right. And guys, that wraps up another episode of Think Different TV's Player Pass.